Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you with us tonight. We've got a little friendly international action for you here on 2K Sports in our broadcast of FIBA basketball. And at our table tonight, I'm alongside Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And I'm Kevin Harlan. Welcome, everyone. And Brent, it's the U.S. up against Canada. One of the best matchups you'll see in FIBA play.
Team Canada represents the real shark in the water for the U.S. with exceptional talent and shooting across the board. This team plays confident, and they can hang with anyone.
And Greg, with this being a friendly, it's a good chance for the coaches to see how their team looks, rotation-wise.
It's always a process of mixing and matching with international teams. Something might work or click here tonight and will be relied upon moving forward.
And Brent, with the shorter three-point line in FIBA, having a good group of shooters is king. And you know all about that.
Yeah, if a guy gets going, he can pour it on in a hurry. A lot of big guys who don't quite have NBA three-point range might find themselves in range during FIBA competition. So more gunners involved in international play.
And for the players who ply their trade, Brent, in the NBA, it can be a tough adjustment to FIBA rules. There are some differences.
Well, the rule's not a drastic change, but they can catch you off guard, especially if you're a younger team and you haven't experienced the kind of physicality that this game brings. Still, most NBA players, they adjust their game after one or two competitions.
And so here's Canada following the bucket by USA. Ball's knocked loose, stolen by Walker. And now it's been a handful of times that MP has represented Team USA. He's become a fixture in the program.
And clearly representing his country is something that means a ton to MP. It's always tempting to relax and let your body heal over the break, but MP makes a point to go out and help the U.S. compete.
Here's McCollum following the bucket by USA. Just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer, Brooks. Canada with another miss. And Brent, the one thing about Canada is that they've had the talent over the years, but they haven't always realized their full potential.
I think that's mostly due to the competition, Kevin. FIBA has so many good teams, and it's really tough to go all the way to get the job done and stand on top of that podium. But what I love about watching Canada is that they can beat anyone on any given night, and these young guys believe.
And it's Walker penetrating, and Walker throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And so here's Canada following the bucket by USA. Stolen by Reeves. The finish, and the dunk by Walker.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now here's McCollum. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Inside, shot to stop the run, and he sinks the layup. When it comes to NBA players born outside the United States, Greg, Canada has the most all time. That caught me by surprise.
Yeah, for a long time we've had some serious Canadian talent in the league, and it feels like with each passing year we get even more great players from north of the border.
Here's Sharp after the made shot from Walker.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
Walker looking for an opening. And he converts the layup. Walker's got 15 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for USA.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're...
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Babcock. It's hauled in by USA. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone and stolen by Murray. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Boucher passes to Murray. Here's Sharp. Canada with another miss. Now USA with it. They're on a 17-6 run. From deep, Walker. Boucher with the rebound. Back to Sharp. Over Reeves. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And it's USA ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Welcome back as we get going here in the second quarter of this FIBA. USA leading by 12. Well, Brent, the U.S. has never hurt for perimeter talent, but they had to find a spot for MP on this team, and it looks like they have.
Well, the skill set MP has is such a perfect fit for this Team USA. It gives them something that can't be matched by anybody else that plays his position. This is such a huge win for the U.S. in getting MP involved with this basketball team.
Here's Walker. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
The shot by Nembhard, no good. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for USA. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
McCollum against Bridges. McCollum kicks to Murray. Five on the clock. Fires the three. It's good from long range.
Murray gives you a lot of things, and stretching out the defense, that's going to help.
Outside, Walker. The tray. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Walker's got 27 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
That one drops for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Murray kicks to McCollum. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep, Walker. Kennedy passes to Bridges. From deep, Walker knocks down the 3-ball. Walker's got 32 points in the game.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Murray is screen on Bridges. Down low. And it's Murray with the jam.
And a statement from Jamal, when he gets that kind of room, he's capable of throwing it down.
And here's Walker outside. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 35.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Murray surveying the D. Back to Nembhard. Here's Babcock, and that one drops. He has 6.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
McCollum outside, stolen by Walker. 1 second left. That shot no good. And it's USA with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Welcome back, everyone, as the third quarter of this FIBA game gets underway. What a game we're seeing from the professor.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it. Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
And Walker throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
He gets really smooth sometimes. Gilgeous-Alexander has some size, and he challenged the defense with it that time.
No good on the second free throw. USA leading by 23. Here's Walker. Again, USA.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Tries a 3 off the inbound, and he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Walker. Walker's got 10 points in just the second half. And it's Canada's ball. They set the screen. Babcock, guarded by Embiid. Back to Sharp. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the shot clock. Over Walker. Rejected by Walker. To the middle. Kane, that's good.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Embiid with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Walker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Walker's got 47 points.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Into the lane, and finished off by Walker.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Sharp finds Gilgeous-Alexander. They need this. Out of bounds, it'll be USA's ball. Canada making a switch here. Mathurin's checked in. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic
of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Sharp with it. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Sharp's got 5.
A very capable shooter. Sharp is very confident pulling the trigger from deep.
Here's Walker. Takes it inside. And finished off by Walker.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for USA. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. They double-team Walker. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, USA.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Sharp, the pass to Brooks. This one for 3. It's hauled in by USA.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Walker against Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it fly. Canada with another miss. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Mathurin against James. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Mathurin. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his 3. And it's USA holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we're just getting underway here in this final quarter in what has turned out to be an entertaining, friendly matchup. Here's Walker. The 3. The shot, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
On the wing, Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Good work there as it goes. Murray's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Canada.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
And it's Walker penetrating. Pass to Christie. And Walker throws it down hard.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. On the wing, Murray. Back to McCollum. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's Walker penetrating. Rebound, Canada.
And that was almost a shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Wendell Carter. Canada also changing it up. Brooks checked in for Benedict Mathurin. Sharp comes in for Murray. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. So we see USA taking the win here.
And really not a bad little tune-up for Team USA in this international friendly. You have to think that they've learned more than a little about the group they're putting together for the upcoming tournament.
And Greg, with the U.S. winning, most figured that would be the case. They're just too talented, aren't they?
Well, even in a friendly like this, the U.S. brings talent that most nations can only dream of. The U.S. will always get a team's best shot, but they handled it with aplomb and got the win.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony.